What's up, YouTube? It's Joel with your stimulus check and news update as of December the 8th. We have good news coming from Wall Street economists that are confident that Biden's stimulus package, the Build Back Better plan, will put more money into Americans' pockets and actually save Americans more money. And with Chuck Schumer pushing to get this package passed as quickly as possible to bring more stimulus to everyone just in time for Christmas, but especially in getting those monthly child tax credits extended for families, because those monthly checks have been life-changing for a ton of people. But Biden is pushing for the Build Back Better bill because he said it will bring huge cuts to prescription drug costs. But Chuck Schumer is still holding to passing this bill before Christmas. Now we have Chuck Schumer, who is also pushing Biden to extend the student loan payment pause because of the new COVID-19 variant, Omicron. But we do have a bill from Democrats to raise the debt ceiling again by another $2 trillion, which we'll get into the details of that in just a moment. And we do have an update on the Social Security 2100 Act that brings more increases coming in 2022 if it gets passed. And if you like this video, could you do me a huge favor and smash that like button for me and the YouTube algorithm? It means a lot. I appreciate all the support, and it could be a great present for me. And please, if anyone asks you for personal info or to contact them on WhatsApp or by text, it's not me, it's fake, so please don't do it. So a lot of people want this Build Back Better plan's stimulus package to pass because it means more stimulus for all. A lot of families, low-income individuals, will be getting a ton of money in their pocket. So yes, Wall Street economists believe some version of President Joe Biden's almost $2 trillion bill will become law. Economists at Goldman Sachs, Evercore ISI, Morgan Stanley, and JP Morgan have all written in recent weeks that they believe it's a matter of time until the Senate passes Biden's Build Back Better legislation. Chuck Schumer is raising the pressure big time on his own party to get this bill passed by Christmas. That means that essentially in 2 weeks, this bill by Schumer needs to be passed, because there is a lot riding on this if it doesn't. Chuck Schumer said, Senate Democrats remain committed in taking up and passing President Biden's Build Back Better Act before Christmas, working furiously to clear the necessary steps to achieve this goal. There's a lot of work to do, and it will likely take weekends and late nights to get it done. So right now, some of the biggest impacts to Americans and their families have been through the enhanced monthly child tax credit that has been sent out each month in the form of monthly checks to Americans. Now, 95 House Democrats are urging the Senate to pass the Build Back Better plan before the checks run out. And these aren't small checks. I mean, we're talking $300 per month per child. Chuck Schumer said families need to know that critical programs like the child tax credit will continue uninterrupted. This program has already done immense good for millions upon millions of families. Build Back Better will make sure these benefits stay in place. For those without children, they're saying, what about me? Well, the earned income tax credit is also included, and that's adding almost another $1,000 in your pocket through these huge stimulus packages and to continue on for the next years. Now, another part of this bill is that it's going to help lower drug costs. Biden's plan would allow Medicare to negotiate certain drug prices with manufacturers. That is actually prohibited right now, but it would cap out-of-pocket costs for some prescription drugs for Medicare recipients at $2,000 a year. Now, Biden said, I'm committed to using every tool I have to lower prescription drug costs for Americans, consistent with the drug companies getting a fair return on their investment. To really solve this problem, we need the Senate to follow the House of Representatives, lead and pass my Build Back Better bill. So this would help save all Americans a ton of money in terms of buying prescriptions, which would be great not only for Americans but for the economy. On top of this, there is the Social Security 2100 Act. that is looking great and gaining more co-sponsors of this bill to get it through Congress. This bill would automatically increase every Social Security recipient's monthly check. So whether you're on SSI, SSDI, or regular Social Security, you would see an increase coming in 2022. Now we can expect after the hearing that happened on the 7th of what came of this, that something is happening. We will see something being brought to the floor of Congress to get this passed as soon as possible, even maybe before the end of the year. But this could be a huge Christmas present for a lot of Americans. So we hope that it gets passed soon. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section on getting this bill passed. And are you one that would get more money in your pockets through the passing of this Build Back Better plan? But Chuck Schumer is now pressing on Biden to extend the pause on people paying back their student loans because of the COVID-19 Omicron variant. Now, right now, repayments will start back February 1st, 2022, but Chuck Schumer has been advocating for Biden to use his executive order and cancel $50,000 of student loans for all borrowers. That would literally wipe out almost everybody's student loans, but that hasn't happened yet. But Chuck Schumer is asking for more time. Schumer said, "We want this country to ultimately cancel student debt, but in the meantime, extend the pause. The pause must prevail." So he still hasn't given up on canceling student loan debt, but he definitely doesn't want people getting back into the groove or having to deal with paying back those student loans. Chuck Schumer said, if we don't extend the pause on payments, then that horrendous interest will pile up at a time when too many are still not financially prepared to shoulder a giant monthly bill. Moreover, with Omicron spreading, the uncertainty with what happens next demands at least one more extension of the student loan payment pause. So the average monthly payment is almost $400. So this would definitely bring a lot of help to millions of Americans. But as AOC said, it's a broken system and we need to fix it. We shouldn't be giving out $100,000 loans to 17-year-olds. We need a better system. So this is in terms of not creating a system that allows so many people to get into debt, but also dealing with the cost of going to college and making sure that it's not out of reach and people aren't going horribly in debt just to get a good education. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on the student loan pause, and if you support extending the pause or canceling up to 50,000 student loans for all borrowers, or you just think those people need to start paying the loans back. Let me know down in the comment section. And so we are working to raise the debt ceiling again. As if $29 trillion wasn't enough, House Democrats introduced legislation that would allow the Senate to raise the debt ceiling without having to overcome a filibuster for an amount around $2 trillion. This would bring the total national debt to almost $31 trillion. That would be the debt ceiling. What's very unexpected is that there are Senate Republicans that are already in favor of passing this. Senate Republican Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said, the proposal will pass the Senate with at least 10 Republican votes. We even had Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, who informed lawmakers last month that Congress needs to raise the debt limit by December 15th. Now, most Senate Republicans have said they will not vote to raise the debt ceiling so long as Democrats continue to push President Biden's nearly $2 trillion social spending bill, which passed the House without GOP support last month. So it's ironic we got to raise our limit so we can spend more. It's interesting that there's not really a big group that are saying, how about we spend smarter? How about we spend wiser? How about we reduce the national debt? Because for a while, the majority of Republicans were opposed to this. But now we see that it's going to happen and we will continue to spend more, and it's more of taxpayer dollars. Hopefully we will see some accountability and start seeing the debt reduced. But I want to know what you think in the comments section. Do you support raising the national debt? Do you think our spending is out of hand? I mean, we're about to add another $2 trillion. What do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. But hey, just because the US is in debt doesn't mean you have to be. And we're all about investing in this channel in life, news, personal growth, and finance and health. And if you want to use my link down in the descriptions you can get you 2 free stocks with Webull worth up to almost $1,850 or Robinhood worth up to $500. This is free to start investing. You've seen a lot of people doing really well because it's their money that's growing them more money. If you have any questions or want to know anything about which stocks to choose, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give professional advice, but I would say that I've done really well with putting my money into the S&P 500. But that's free for you to start. Those links are down in the description. And if you have any questions, put it down in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer. But please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all stimulus and economic news that affects you. Learn how to build some wealth and hear the real news. This is Joel with True Life Investing. Until next time,